Hello, welcome to Pharma Traffic Company. As you can see in the video here, this is our wireless traffic signal controller. Today I will mainly introduce how to design a running schedule for this controller to guide the traffic with a remote control like this. Okay, now let's do it. For the wireless system, we have the master and the slaves working together to make them communicate with each other to exchange the information. We firstly have to set the communication parameters for the master and the slaves, and this is the master. Now let's do it. First, you need to press down the test button and then keep it pressed down there. Then find something like pin to press the reset button, later set button. Okay, now you can see the number is flashing. That means the system has already into the setting status. Okay, so this is the first page, and the first number here means the direction. 1 for north, 2 for east, 3 for south, 4 for west. And the second number here is the quantity of the slaves. As you can see here, number 2, that means there are 2 slaves working with this master. Okay, this is the first page. Set button is to choose the number here and change the page. Okay, this is the second page. You can see there are 2 little dots here. Okay, this page is the ID number for this wireless group. So that means you need to set the same ID number for the master and the slaves so they can identify with each other in the same group, so they can exchange the information. Okay, plus button here is to increase the number. Okay, here I will set the ID number 02, then go to the page 3. Okay, page 3 here, you can see only one dot here, so you can tell these 3 pages apart from each other easily, right? The first page without any dots, the second page with 2 dots, and the third page only 1 dot. Okay, so here the third page is the channel number. The channel number, okay, I will set the channel number as 04. Then now I have set all the settings. So if you want to exit from the setting status, you need to press back the test button and then find this, to press the reset button. Then now the system will exchange their information and then work properly later. Okay, now here is a slave. Okay, the slave. Now, so the setting is in the same, is with the same steps. Okay, so also press down the test button, then press the reset button, set button. So now the number here is flashing. Okay, the first number we set before is the means the direction. Okay, the second number here, this is not the quantity of the slaves. This number for the slave is means the sequence number of the slaves. That means this is the second slave. If the number here is 1, this is the first slave. Okay, go to page 2, 2 little dot here. Okay, we set the ID number for the master is 02, so now here we also set 02. Okay, then go to page 3, only 1 dot, and page 3 is the channel number. So remember the ID number and the channel number must be the same. Okay, 04. So now I have finished the setting. press back the dash button and then press the reset button for once. Okay, then it will exchange the information with the master, and then they will work properly for the whole group. Okay, after setting for the master and the slaves, so now you have to, you need this remote control to set the running schedule for the wireless system. So power it on. Okay, now the first thing we also need to set the communication parameters for the remote control so it can communicate with the wireless system. Go to the organization set, and then you can see the parameters here. Okay, intersection number, just leave it alone, and then the unit ID. This is the ID number for the wireless system. As we said before, is 002. And then for now my system has 2 slaves, so I need to tick number 1 and number 2. If you have 3 slaves, you can also tick 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3, 4. Then go to the channel setting. Channel setting is the channel number we set for the wireless system. As we said before, is number 4. So click on OK. Then for now we have finished the communication parameter. Let's check if we have connect this remote control with the wireless system or not. You have to go to the tagging function, and then you can see here yellow flash or red. This I will try to set the whole system as yellow flash, and then you can see the lights there. The yellow lights are flashing, so that means the remote control have already connected with the wireless system. Okay, now I will press the yellow flash, and then you can see the light. The yellow lights are flashing. All red, and all the red lights will turn red, and this means that the remote control have already connect to the wireless system, and now it can control the whole system. After we connect the remote control with the wireless system successfully, what we need to do next is to design a running schedule for the system. And here I will take an example to show how I design a running schedule. And this is just an example. As you can see in the picture here, the green light in the west and the east, that means I release the vehicles from the west to the east, turning left and right, and also vehicles from the east to west, turning left and right. This is my first step, and the time remains 10 seconds. If you designed the running schedule by yourself, you can also set the time as 15 seconds or 20 seconds. Okay, next step. Okay, my second step, I will release the vehicles from west to the east or east to the west going straight. And this time, I can release the pedestrian in the south and the west, in the south and the north. Okay, this is my second step, and the time also the 10 seconds. Okay, the third step, vehicles from north to south and vehicles from south to north, turning left and right. And this time, no pedestrians. Also, the time is just 10 seconds. Okay, the fourth step. This step, I will release the vehicles from north to south and south to north going straight. And the pedestrian here can also release. Okay, this is all my running schedule. You can also design by yourself. Okay, after we have designed a running schedule, we need to operate this schedule within 24 hours. So that's why we have the weekday plan and weekend plan. Okay, so that's the so you can easy to understand the workday plan and holiday plan, right? The holiday plan is for the weekend, and the workday plan is for Monday to Friday. Then after we set the schedule, we will run the schedule within 24 hours, and we can also divide the 24 hours into different period, as you can see here. And my design for the workday plan or holiday plan is to just like the picture. So here, okay, different period and different period running different schedule. Okay, here you need to pay attention to the information here. The schedule number 31 and number 32. Number 31 means zero fresh in all directions. That means when you run this schedule, all the yellow light will flash all the time. And 32 is all the lights are turned off. That means if you run this schedule, if you run the schedule 32 in any period, and this period all the light will turn off. No yellow, no red, no green. We connect the remote control with the wireless system. So now we need to set the running schedule as the presentation mentioned before. So the date setting and the time setting, it is easy to understand, so I will not explain again. To set a schedule, you need to go to the schedule setting. Here you need to go to the parameter set first, and then go to the schedule set. Then you can see here is a here is a picture, just like a crossroad. So here is the parameter for the setting, the schedule number and the step number. The step number you just leave it alone, and then what you need to do is set the time. Okay, the first step I will say is 10 seconds. Then as my presentation mentioned before, I will release the vehicles in the direction. Okay, here if you want to choose this direction, you need to press the upper arrow to choose it. Okay, this direction we need to cancel. To cancel the direction, just press number 8 and it will cancel it. Okay, this is my first step. So now just press OK. Then it will automatically turn to the step 2. And the time here you also need I will also set as 10 seconds. Then this time I will release the vehicles from east to west, going straight. Oh, okay, and this one. Then this time the parameters here in the south and the north, we can also release this direction for the parameters. So this is the second step. Okay, turn to the step 3, and the time here also set it as 10 seconds, and this time I will release the vehicles in the from south to north, turning to left and right. Okay, because the vehicles turning to the left and right, so the pedestrians cannot release for now. Just cancel it. Okay, this is my third step. Click on now it turns to the step 4, and the time here also 10 seconds. And this step I will release the vehicles from south to north going straight, so the pedestrians in this direction, we cannot release them. Okay, the pedestrians in the west, in the east and the west, we can also release it. Okay, so this is my last step. Press OK. Then you can see here is a 5 step. This step means nothing, so it is only a step to finish your schedule, your running schedule. So the time here, just set it as 0, and then you can press OK. So now you have the schedule number 1. After finish the setting of the schedule, we need to run the schedules within 24 hours. That's why we have the weekday plan and weekend plan. Okay, because the set steps is the same, so I will only take weekday plan as an example. So go to weekday plan. Then you can see the plane number. The plane number, actually it is a period. This is the first period, and the start time, every plane had to start from the midnight of the day before. Okay. From here I need to explain that in my presentation before, I run I run schedule 31, which is yellow flashing. I run the schedule from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. in the morning. So because 24 hours, that means midnight, it is the interval of the 2 days. So we cannot run the schedule, we cannot set the period from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. directly. We have to divide them into 2 periods. The first period is midnight to 6 in the morning, and the other period is 10 p.m. to midnight. Okay, so here, midnight, I will running my 31 schedule. 30. Okay, I will run my 31 schedule, then press OK. It will turn to the plane 2. Plane 2 actually periods 2. Periods 2. Okay, my second period is from I will run from 6 a.m. from 6 a.m. 6 from okay 6 a.m. and then this time I will run my schedule 1. Okay, the third period. Okay, the third period I can set it from 12 o'clock to 10 p.m. I will run schedule 2. So here 12 o'clock, and this time I will run my schedule number 2, then press OK. Okay, so now the period 4. The period 4 I mentioned before that from 10 p.m. to midnight. I will run the schedule number 31, right? So here is 22 o'clock. Then the schedule number 31. Press OK. Okay, here you can see a plan number 5. Actually, it is also a step to finish the setting for the setting for the 24 hours, because you can see here, because the time here 24 o'clock, actually it is 0 o'clock, also the midnight, so it is finish it. So just leave it as what it shows, then press OK. Okay, so now you have your weekday plan, and then this plan will run the schedules cycle by cycle again, and from Monday to Friday, and from Saturday and Sunday, if you want to run another schedule, you can set by yourself and in the same step that I did before. Then after you finish to set the weekday plan, you have to activate this plan and save it to the wireless system, because all the setting now is only saved into this remote control. So we have to activate it and then send it saved it into the wireless system. So you can see there is another menu, set host parameter. Okay, the time up, if you have already set the time, you can activate it. Just press OK, and then you can see there is a check here. So every time you have finished the setting in the remote control, just go to set host parameter and then activate all the settings. Press OK. Press OK. Okay, schedule. Okay, now all these settings was checked. That means you have sent the parameters to the controller, then all the steps was finished. And this is the whole setting for the wireless system by this remote control.